Hello little dragonflies and welcome back to Nine Moons Drawing Channel. So today I've got a special treat. I've been asked quite a few times by my kiddos that wanted me to show you guys how to draw Groot and Rocket from the Guardians of the Galaxy. And so we're going to go ahead and do that today, and we're going to kind of do it in kawaii cute style. So go ahead and get your paper ready. We're going to be turning it landscape nice and long across the page. And I'm going to draw Groot right here and Rocket right here. So leave yourself enough room for both characters. So for Groot, we are going to start with a curvy shape. I want you guys to draw like the letter U. And then he is wood. So he's got a lot of like little chunks of wood on his head. So you can kind of just make a nice little jaggedy line across the top right there. For his body, we're going to draw a line down and another line down, and then go ahead and curve both of the feet in like this. For here, we're going to bring the shoulder down here, and we're going to bring another arm right down here, and then just draw that straight across. Okay, now he has a lot of different wood textures on him, so let's go ahead and work on the body. We're going to just bring some lines down, and you can kind of make them here and there. They don't have to be exactly like mine. Just draw some lines that kind of go around to show that there are different parts of his body, like maybe a V shape here and a curvy shape here. And we're going to separate his body into little different sections like this. Okay, and then we're going to add like little lines everywhere because he's made out of wood. So there's little splits in the wood, there's little feet splits here and here. And there's really no right or wrong way to do it. I've seen it done quite a few different ways when I looked at different renditions of Groot drawings online. And it seems to me that everybody kind of has their own way of doing it. So if you just make little lines here and there, you're going to start to see that it kind of has like a different wood texture to him. And we also want to do that up on his head. We kind of want to make some wood looking little textures. All right, he also has these cute little eyes. So we want an eye there, and we want another one about here. And you definitely want them past the middle mark, because the closer down to the bottom of the face, the more kawaii that the character will look. And remember, kawaii is a Japanese word for cute. Go ahead and give him a little smile. We want to do double highlights in his eyes, so map out your two highlights first and then color around that. All right, and then lastly, we want to just kind of give him some branches here and there. He has some branches here. He's got like a little piece here, like a little thorny piece here and here. Again, you guys don't have to have it exactly like mine. But you can kind of see now it kind of comes together, and you can see that he looks like a little wooden tree. So let's give him his name down here. We'll write Groot. All right, and then we're going to give him his little pal. They didn't like each other in the movie at the beginning, but then they decide that they're really good friends. So we're going to do two triangle shapes for the ears, a line connecting that. And then go ahead and let's do the nose area first. So if you do a tall a tall oval shape right here, we can go ahead and add his little triangle nose inside there. So triangle, line down, and then bring those two lines down, because he's going to have like a mad face because he's always angry. So we don't want him to be smiling. So for his eye shape, we want to have his eyes kind of going out to the side. Again, he's got some mad eyes. We're going to put our little circles at the bottom here and about here, and then we want to make some mad marks. Mad marks. Now we're going to turn those into big bushy eyebrows that kind of come around to the side. So go ahead and make those into bushy eyebrows, bring them around to the side, and then we want to bring our little marks for the ear up and connect. Okay, now the shape of his face actually comes out to the side right here. So we want to bring it out almost like you're making a lemon. His head kind of looks like a lemon to me. And then we want to make some marks right here, some fluffy marks. I'm kind of bringing it down from where the eyebrow is. So if you touch the eyebrow and then you bring it down, just kind of frame the face and then curve around and connect to the other side. Because part of this face is going to be white and part of it is going to be the darker brown. All right, so what we want to do now is give him his body. Go ahead and draw a line straight down like this, just kind of curving out the slightest bit. And then we're going to give him a foot here and a foot here. And we're going to bring it up. Let's bring it up to about right there. Okay, and then straight across. Now for the shoulders, let's bring out 2 little sleeves. And then bring his arm down. And then give him a little thumb right here and just curve those little fingers in. So little thumb and curve those fingers in. Okay, go ahead and put a stripe there. And there is a line on his outfit that goes all the way down the middle, and then he has these little stripe parts here and here. All right, and he's kind of wearing like, they're kind of like shorter pants, so some of his little raccoon feet show. And he also has little pockets here and here. All right, now let's not forget to give him his highlight. And then go ahead and add the little pupil behind that. You kind of are just going to fill in a little circular shape behind that little highlight to get it to look like that. And then don't forget to give him his name. His name is Rocket. R-O-C-K-E and a T. All right, now we get to have fun with the coloring portion. So with Groot, as well as with him, he has they're both shades of brown. Oh, you know what we forgot? Well, I forgot. Is his tail. So he has like a really fluffy tail, a big raccoon tail. So just go ahead and draw a shape out to the side, and it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. If you just put a tail on him like this, then it's gonna look good, no matter exactly how you do it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start our coloring job. We're going to go ahead and pick a brown color. And you kind of want it to be a lighter brown, not too dark, because we have all those black lines in here, and we want those lines to shine through. We want those black lines to show up so that we have that nice texture. All right, so again, you guys can use whatever you have to draw with at home. It could be colored pencils, crayons, markers, or even watercolor. But again, like I say in all my videos, you need to color in one direction if you are using markers, especially with the wood. You're going to get a really nice wood grain if you color in one direction. All right, and it could be different for each section. Like maybe this piece of wood over here is going sideways, so maybe you want to have some of your lines going different directions. But for each section, I would suggest to go in one direction for that whole thing. So if this piece of wood, if I want those pieces going up, then I'm going to keep them all going up. Maybe this side, I'm going to go with my wood grain this way. Okay, you guys might start to see what I'm talking about now. So choose for each piece, which way do you want the wood grain to go? All right, now if you're coloring with a color crayon or you're painting, that's not going to really apply to you. All right, it's really when you have markers, the most is when you need to kind of think about those things. All right, and he doesn't have very much variety as far as color because he is just all wood. All right, so once you get those pieces colored in, I would just add the black for inside of his mouth, and I would call him done. All right, so for our little guy over here, Rocket, he has some variety in him. He's got 2 different colors for his fur. So I'm going to go with a lighter brown. I've got 2 color browns here. I've got a lighter brown and a darker brown. So I'm going to use a lighter brown for most of his fur. And then where there's dark areas, I'm going to use the darker brown. For example, his fur on his tail is the lighter brown, but when we do the stripes right there, I'm going to be using the darker brown. Now this entire thing he's wearing right here is actually an outfit, and his outfit has orange. So I've already gone and picked out some of my markers ahead of time for the coloring portion today. Now as far as his face goes, he has this lighter brown, but he also has white fur. So on the inside of his face here, I'm going to start with this lighter color And then I might go a little darker around his eyes just because he is a raccoon and has some of that darker look to him. I'm going to leave his nose area, that entire circle, white, and I'm also going to leave his cheeks white because that's the fur that's coming off. I'm also going to leave those eyebrows white. I'm going to color parts of this the brown. Okay. So with my darker color, I want to go in here now and I want to do the stripes on the tail. I want to do a little bit around his eyes. I'm thinking about a raccoon when I'm doing this, and I'm thinking about how they have those circles around their eyes, almost like a panda bear. They're actually part of that raccoon family. A panda bear is actually in the raccoon family, a part of it, and also the red panda is part of the raccoon family. In fact, a red panda looks a lot like a raccoon. They live up in trees, and they have striped tails, just like this one. Now you can also use this great color as a shadow color. So along the edge of the body, I would probably put a line. Along the edge and the bottom of the feet, I would probably put a shadow. This is not something you have to do, but again, if you are at this stage in your coloring and you want those kind of tips, they're always going to be here for you because I like to do them too. All right, go ahead and color in his ears with the darker color because it would be shadowy in there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with a black for his nose. All right, now all that we have left is his outfit. I have a little picture I took to show myself how his outfit was, so bear with me for just a moment. Just want to make sure I get it right for you guys. So let's see, most of it is a dark brown, and then there are parts that are bright orange. So I'm going to use this really bright orange color here, and you guys can use whatever orange that you have. These little parts right here are going to be colored in orange, as well as this stripe down the middle. So go ahead and do that stripe down the middle, the two pieces here, and the two pieces here. Again, if you outline first, then you can just go ahead and brush in the middle, and it makes it a lot easier. All right, the front of these little pants are also going to be orange. So I'm going to just create a little line right here just to give myself a gap in between the orange I just did and the orange at the bottom. His pockets are brown. This stripe is going to be brown. The shoulders are going to be brown, and I'm just going to go ahead and add orange in this little stripe, even though I don't think that's really part of his outfit. And again, I'm going to just call that creative license. Sometimes I like to make a little bit of changes on the things that I draw. All right, so let's go ahead and add in the rest in a darker brown color. So make sure you have your brown ready. And we'll color in the rest of his outfit with this color. I'm going to go do those pockets and my stripes. I'm going to fill in this little handmade one we just made without guidelines. And that's okay to do. You know, sometimes I get to a point and I say to myself, oh, I probably should have put a line there, but I didn't. So you just make one. And in the end, it all works out. All right, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed that little Groot and Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. I know I did, and I will see you guys for the next drawing. Bye!